10 technologies that can make you rich. We use one or the other form of technology to do everything nowadays. Why not use it to make money? From a technological standpoint, this is the best time to be alive and the easiest time to make money and get rich as well. We don't think you guys really grasp the amount of opportunities at your disposal, so we wrote this article. We'll go from the very basics of e-commerce to more complex topics like crypto stacking and the future of the internet. With that being said, let's bounce back to the article. 01. E-commerce. Let's get this out of the way, since it is the most straightforward way to use technology to earn money and get rich. This has evolved so much in the past few years that even your grandma could sell mittens from her phone with little to no assistance. E-commerce platforms have automated pretty much every part of the selling process, and they made it stupid simple to sell anything. Quick example, one market that skyrocketed during the pandemic was puzzles. Those people who said they will take the time to learn how to make bread and play the piano, eventually quit and started buying puzzles left and right. Now think about this, you could have made a website selling drop-shipped puzzles in one morning, while drinking your coffee. Next time a situation like this presents itself, which by the way, it's pretty much every day, we recommend using Shopify. 02. Live streaming. If you don't realize streaming is the next color TV, you are living under a rock, with no Wi-Fi. Just look at the jump in Twitch searches last year. Big manufacturers are also starting selling streaming kits to make the process even easier. Not that you would need that kind of tech. But speaking of that, have you heard of Tubers? Now that's a super cool way to use technology in content creation. Now it must be said that the competition is huge and you're going after the valuable time of your viewer, especially at peak hours. What you do get, however, is a clear monetization system. People subscribe, you get paid. To give you an idea on how profitable streaming is, there is this saying between professional sports players: you reach the peak of your career when you go into full live streaming. That's where the real money is. 03. Clubhouse. Are you in the cool kids club yet? If you haven't heard about Clubhouse, it's the place where Elon Musk schooled the Robinhood CEO for stopping retailers from buying GME stocks. You might have heard the story. If not, look it up, it's a damn good listen. Since its initial launch, Clubhouse kinda dropped in popularity among users, so why do we mention it? 2 reasons. 1. It's still in the early age, so every time you get a chance to be an early adopter, you should take it. They just implemented a payment system where users can tip their favorite host, with 100% of the tips going to the creator. This means that if you have something to say, and you find a reason for people to listen to you, Clubhouse may be the perfect environment for you. 04. Paid subscriptions. Patreon, OnlyFans, and Substack are just some examples of paid subscriptions. Through these sites, members can get rich and earn a monthly salary by receiving money from their members. Speaking of OnlyFans, have you heard about the story of the mother who got her kid expelled from Catholic school because the fathers found out about her OnlyFans account? We wonder what were the fathers doing on OnlyFans to begin with. By the way, the mother said she was earning around $150,000 a month on the platform. Another example, Jordan Peterson, the Canadian psychologist. When he joined, he was earning $1,000 a month, August 2016. Within a few months, he was earning $14,000 a month, and how he's earning $1 million a year through the site. Basically what these platforms are doing is giving a clear monetization plan for content creators. 05. Crypto. Yes, we hear you, we read the comments. We talked a lot about crypto the past few months, but for good reason. New, world-changing technology is super exciting for us. And just as the members of our Bitcoin Essential course, you will thank us later if you listen. This isn't a point about buying crypto, however. It's about making it. There are 2 ways you can make crypto. Well, besides literally creating your own coin, but we won't go into that. 1. You can mine it. 2. You can stake it. We're pretty sure every one of you heard of mining Bitcoin and you kinda understand what it means. But have you heard of staking your crypto? To simplify the process, staking is an alternative way of validating transactions in the blockchain network. To simplify it even further, you put your coins in one place and you get interest over time. Think of how you can put money in a savings account and get interest in return. It's a good way to get rich. 06. NFTs. The most expensive NFT sold is Everydays, The First 5,000 Days, by Beeple, for $69.4 million, but even Paris Hilton has managed to sell digital artwork for $17,000. So how can this technology make you rich? It's the perfect answer to the copyright issue and a great way for digital creators to monetize their work. Plus it's here to stay, like Gary Vaynerchuk said, everyone will have their own NFT project. Just like everyone has a social media account, understanding supply and demand has never been more important. Please be educated as you spend your time and money. 07. VR and AR. Another place where you can come early, besides OnlyFans. Virtual reality is still in its early days because the cost of entry is still pretty high. Headsets are expensive, plus you need a pretty decent PC to power it. For digital artists, however, this can be the perfect place to set a foothold. Like we said earlier, anytime you have a chance to become an early adopter, you should take it. There aren't that many VR developers running around, but the industry is predicted to hit revenues in excess of $50 billion by 2022. Plus, VR gear will eventually drop in place as technology advances, so what are you waiting for? 08. Internet of Things. If you are a young developer, the Internet of Things should be the only thing on your mind. The term might be new to some of you, so here's a little story. Last year, or in 2020, if you're reading this article in the future, Google invested almost $500 million in a home security company. Now why would Google invest such a seemingly random company? They play the long game. So, what's the Internet of Things and what makes this story so interesting? The term refers to the network in which devices talk with each other. It's how you can pay with your watch, or close the lights by yelling at a box. Or how you can make sure you locked your front door from your phone. Now the Google investment is starting to make sense, isn't it? This network for devices, or Internet of Things, will be the norm eventually. So for developers, knowing how this works and being able to bring value in this field, will pay off big times. And for investors, this should give you an idea on what companies to add to your portfolio. 09. Podcasting. Although not a quick high-income earner, podcasting is a great way to make money online to get rich. We mentioned several high earners, from Leo Laporte earning $50,000 per episode on his podcast, to Joe Rogan's net worth of $100 million. Podcasters make money and get rich through affiliate marketing, sponsorship, ad revenue, courses, services, donations, or premier membership. As podcaster, Jordan Harbinger, said, most people that I know are interested in on-demand stuff. Podcasts are essentially audio Netflix. 10. Social media. We decided to include this as a last point because there is something worth mentioning here. Social media gets a bad rep because people are straight up using it wrong. They either collectively hate something in a Facebook group or complaining about unrealistic body standards on Instagram. What people don't use social media for is to create an audience. At the end of the day, that's the whole purpose, right? Connect people around a shared interest. Here's the proper way to use social media to get rich.